Hey everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys, we are back outside today. And today we're going to be talking about a topic that people have discussed a lot in the last year to 2 years, and that is special editions and special deluxe editions. And this is a topic people have talked about for a long time now. A lot of people feel like I have found from talking to them and listening to them talk on YouTube, and friends in general, feel that special editions are just not as special, quote unquote, as they used to be. So pretty much special editions are things that come out, and I apologize for the noise in the background, but pretty much special editions, what they are after the set gets released, the main set gets released, about a month and a half later around, we get our special editions or special deluxe editions which come out. And they usually include between 4 to 10 packs, depends upon if it's a special deluxe edition or a special edition. For the longest time we had special editions that pretty much I think included 3 to 4 packs of cards. And then you got 1 or 2 promo cards, either or, that was a reprint of a card that was needed, or a card that was expensive, had been out for about a year and a half, or a card that players were sorting after. They wanted this card. They thought this was a good reprint, and that is something that Konami stopped doing after a time. Things that get reprinted, Spore I think got reprinted in a special edition as a holo, Dark Smog, Lightning Darkness Dragon, Gore's got printed as a special edition card. I mean, there's a long list of cards that got reprinted as good special edition cards. That cards people wanted, cards people were looking out, looking forward to buying these special editions. But somewhere along the line, Konami decided to change this idea and make special deluxe editions. Now, special deluxe editions were a completely new type of breed of thing. You got a box of about 10 cards, a pack of sleeves that were not that good really, and pretty much you also got a place to store your cards, some sleeves, and 10 packs, and a promo card from this current set that was hollowed out, or from the set coming up that was hollowed out, like Shaddoll Hound, or things of that nature, or I guess Jack Frost, Ghost Trick Jack Frost, things of this nature got the hollow treatment. But it made me think for a while after seeing these. I was like, oh, this is a cool idea. I get some okay sleeves, I get a place to store my cards, I get some packs, I get a nice holo. But as I started noticing the holos they were making for these special editions, I was like, these are not as good as the special editions. These deluxe editions are really not that good. And granted, with Cross Souls coming out, or I think already being out, the special edition for that, they're trying something new again. But I stopped and thought about it for a while and said to myself, why are they not reprinting these old good cards that people have spiked up in price? Things like Regeki, even though it's gotten the reprint a bunch of times, it's still a $15 card just about. Or Lightning Chidori, yeah, it's still a $20 card, but it's a card that a lot of people want to play nowadays. Or just general good old cards that have gone up in price that always are good, needed in reprint. We always need reprints of them, is pretty much what I'm saying. Or old school cards that have proven their worth and really could use the rarity bump. Not saying I don't like, upgrading some cards to rarity, not saying I'm a rarity whore, but it's kind of nice to play with, a card that's really, really good, or a card that's essential in a whole bunch of your decks to rarity bump it because you play it a lot. It's a card you use on a daily basis a lot. So, like Utopia, I mean, I don't want to play with a common Utopia, I'd rather play with a holo Utopia, but beside the point, if you get where I'm trying to go with that. Excuse me. But somewhere along the line, Konami just stopped doing this, and I thought to myself, why is this? Why have they stopped reprinting good old cards that have gone up in price? Why have they done this? And then I saw the Megatins last year come out, and I could see where Konami was going with this and try to make a connection, so please follow me here, about why they weren't reprinting a lot of the old school cards. So the Megatins, pretty much, they come out once a year for, last year, I think we got everything from Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy all the way to Legacy of the Valiant, I think it was. Please forgive me if I forget. But this year it's going to be the same thing. We're pretty much getting a reprint of most of the cards from all the sets in the last year. So what's that mean? That drives the prices of a lot of the cards that are expensive right now down very heavily. Castel, XYZ Rebellion Dragon, pretty much everything else, that's Shaddolls, Stellanites, they're all going to go down in price, either by the ban list or a combination of the ban list, and on top of that, them getting the reprint in the megatins. It's gonna drive the price down. So there's no really need as much, to some extent, of cards being reprinted that are older because they've already gotten the reprint. Everything's getting a reprint yearly now, it looks like, because now they're making the megatins again this year. I would likely assume that next year they're going to do the same thing or something very similar to it. So each year now we're getting reprints, driving the prices down of cards. Granted, even after the reprint, some cards still go up in price. Mistake, Shared Ride. Cards of this nature have still gone up in price. Shared Ride, after you got the reprint, actually was like a 50 cent card, and it's now like, what, a $5 or $6 card. Mistake was like a $2 card after the reprint. Now it's like an $8, $10 card. Still, it feels like there's still some good uses for reprinting old cards that have come out in the last year or two. But if Konami didn't want to take that perspective, what other things could they do? Well, this game's been going on for, I see, about, what now, 12 years, 13 years now? Just about, give or take. There's a lot of cards that have come out, and there's been a lot of good cards that have come out that have gone up in price, well, are still up in price. There's a chance right there to reprint some of those older cards. Or, if you really want to, Konami of TCG, make exclusive cards for these special editions even. So what do I mean by that? Hey, Roids. Hey, Cyber Dragons. Hey, you know, Toons even. Whatever archetype out there. You know, we'll make each special edition we come out with, we give one special card to one specific archetype. Or what we could do is we, have an either or, so, each special edition, because I know they randomize it. Sometimes you like in Abyss Rising, you could get, like, I think it was, Gaga Girl or Dark Smog. So maybe you, instead of doing that, you have either or you can get out of the special edition. So this one card, support card, we're giving to, void monsters or to level monsters or whatever. And they do that, That way, old archetypes are getting new support that's exclusive here to the TCG that we only can play. There's one thing you can do. Or, on top of that, you can have the player base vote on what card they want to see holo out of the next set reprinted. Because with them just reprinting the super rares now in the deluxe editions and whatever they're doing next in Cross Souls, I've seen it online so many times when people open up packs. Oh, I get, this card that's a super in this exact set. Oh, I pulled that exact super. I really didn't make my money back and it wasn't worth my time of doing this. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is there's other ways they can do this. You could either make, new cards for older archetypes, which keeps them kind of playable. You could ask the player base which cards they want to hollow out, in the next special edition. It could be old cards, new cards, whatever. It could get a rarity bump upgrade. Granted, that's kind of what Astro packs are for, but beside the point, it's a nice little thing to do, like frogs. A lot of people want to see their swap frogs hollowed out for gosh knows how long. Here's a chance to do it. Hey, everybody's been asking about those YCS prize cards to be reprinted in the last couple of years. Hey, here's a chance to do it. Or you could completely go a different route and with special editions, and each special edition, let's say for the next upcoming year, deluxe edition, whatever you want to call it, you could make an archetype exclusive to those. So each special edition, say you get a random card of either or, and for the next year they get maybe 10, 12 cards, total, because you get either or of the cards from each special edition. That's an exclusive archetype just for the special editions. Could be also a TCG exclusive archetype. Or it could be a chance to import cards from overseas that much more faster. Granted, now it seems like with what they did recently with the World Super Starters, they're going to maybe, I would assume that maybe in the next year or so, we're going to see another World Super Starters for cards that come out for the OCG again. But yeah, here's another chance to do it, Konami. Here's another opportunity to do these things. There's so much more things you could do to make the special editions, deluxe editions, whatever you want to call them, special again. Or make them good, make people want to go out there and spend their money on them. Instead of just reprinting cards from that exact set that are supers, and being able to pull those supers, or printing cards from the upcoming set that are really not that good. I mean, who plays Shaddoll Hound anymore? Not that many people I know still play Shaddoll Hound or Ghost Trick Drag False. I mean, there's so many more options out there if you just take the chance to expand your mind and think outside the box to make special editions a little bit better. But this was a little bit of a rant, I guess you could say. Yeah, granted, I don't do that many pack openings on this channel and stuff, but I used to love special editions. I love to get them because I could get a card that was expensive that I needed for this archetype, like Gores or whatever it was at the time. And when they came out with the deluxe editions, I kind of shied away from it. The price tag and everything else and what was in there kind of made me shy away from it. And when I saw them doing the special editions again, but you only getting the supers out of the set, that you could literally pull the same exact card, it kind of made me go, I don't want this. It just completely shunned any idea of me buying those, and it's one of the reasons why in the last year or so, I guess you could say about 2 years now, yeah, because they started with Judgment of the Light, so that was right after Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy, so it's been about a good 2 years since they've been doing this, and they're just not as good as they used to be, I feel like. And yeah, we have the Mega Tins that kind of make up for it, but I feel there's ways that you can still capitalize on it if you think outside the box. So tell me down below, how do you feel like Konami could make special editions more special again? You know, tell me down below, because I love hearing ideas from you guys, and maybe somebody from Konami one day will see this video, but I highly doubt that. But till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see you guys next time. Seto Kaiba, I'm out of here, guys, till next time. Good luck dueling to all of you. Take care, everybody.